How do we handle external references within a sketch? One of my course participants has asked me how he can control or analyze existing sketches. Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Simon from Bizlearn. Hi and welcome to a new NX tutorial on my YouTube channel. If you're interested in a basic training, which I've mentioned before, just get in contact. I am offering various trainings concerning Siemens NX. By the way, this is the latest major version I'm using here. It's NX 2007. Maybe is there an update available? Yes, there is a new version available, but it's just a minor. I'm concerning NX 2007. Why do I mention the major? Just because the new sketch solver has been released approximately 1 year ago, and a large number of improvements have been made already. So it makes sense for you to stay up to date, to install your minors if possible, because there is nearly always an improvement made towards the new sketch solver. Today I'm talking about relations, persistent relations, how to handle those, how to handle any kind of relations, how to analyze those. And therefore, I've prepared a scenario, I've prepared a coordinate system and a point, which I'm gonna refer to. And I'm just gonna create a sketch on my basic coordinate system, just on this plane here. And of course, now I have a reference towards this datum coordinate system, meaning outside of the sketch. If you're not sure whether there are external references used or any kind of object reference towards the sketch, there is a trick. You can right click and show parents. And now parents are displayed. So this is a pretty simple way to have an overview of what kind of parents or external references might be used for this sketch. In this case, it's just the datum coordinate system which is driving the position. Anyway, I'm just going to show these elements because I want to create some further references now. How do we do that? There are two ways. You can include, or you can use, for example, project curve. You can include directly or indirectly. What do I mean? If you create a rectangle, for example, you can include first directly in order to create a relation, or indirectly, because if you once select an external object like this one, in order to create a relation, like for example this one, it'll be included indirectly. Also the point, by the way. If you create a relation now towards the point by selecting point and an internal element and one of these relations, it's going to be included as well. It's point of included point 1 of sketch. So also here include is used in order to create the reference. An alternative is to use project curve instead. And you might ask now, what is the benefit of project curve? I think project curves make sense if you have to include an entire sketch, for example, or an entire feature like the point set. However, because this inclusion here only allows to create single references to single objects and not to an entire sketch, for example, just to the object itself, meaning the curve or the point, however. And this one allows you to create a reference to an entire sketch. If you want to, for example, create offset curves of an entire sketch, it makes sense to project instead of using include because it's much more update stable. I'm just going to go ahead now. I'm going to create a symmetry here. And I'm going to create a further relation like this just by using drag and drop. Now a sketch is fully defined. How do we overview our external relations? I mean, we can see it here, but you cannot see it here because a point is a point. But you can see it here. There must be an included datum plane in that case. If it was an included curve, which of course has a specific length, you wouldn't see it that well as in terms of including a datum plane, which is, as you can see, pretty long. But how do we overview this? Below options, you can see persistent relations browser. Do we have persistent relations here? No, we don't. They're not persistent. Because if those were persistent, I'm just going to activate display persistent relations. That would be displayed now. There's nothing displayed. So if I open this, I'm just going to reset this. The default scope here is all in active sketch. There are no persistent relations. How can this help us? Below curves, you can see there is an external reference column, and this gives you a pretty good overview of all external references, of whether there are external references used or not. And if you want to avoid external references, you can select this, right-click, and delete it, for example. If we had persistent relations, they would be displayed here and could be controlled here, however, but the video is just concerning how to handle external references. I'm just going to close this, and I'm just going to finish the sketch and just hide everything. Those elements are now parents. If I right click here, show parents, everything is displayed. Every parent is displayed, and you get an impression of the external references used in order to drive this sketch. I'm just going to enter the sketch again. How do we handle this? How can we break relations? Well, first of all, if I create a persistent relation now, a dimension, by the way, is a persistent relation. I could now somehow relax existing relations, and it is depending on whether you select this side or this side, because if I change the value now, you can see this relation is broken. If I just undo this, and if I select this arrow here and change the value now, you can see the relation on the bottom is broken. So it makes a difference whether you select here or here. I'm just going to do it the other way around. No, I'm just going to break this relation. Another opportunity in order to break a relation like here is, of course, shake and break. But shake and break, as you can see, is going to break every relation. Of course, NX doesn't know that you're willing to maintain the coincident relation here, so it's going to break. How do we handle this situation? Well, of course, it's the same. I'm just going to add a dimension, for example. And now the relation is broken. Well, but how do we break the relation upon here? Because I cannot shake and break. Well, you can shake and break. You can select everything here and shake and break. Now, relations are broken, and still there is a rectangle, still there is a coincidence here at the corners, and you can now move it. But also the symmetry is broken now. I'm just going to undo this, because I wanted to maintain the symmetry here. Well, there is one possibility which you might not have regarded before, and it's so simple. It's below Edit, More. It's called 2D Synchronous. When the new sketch solver came out, I realized that 2D Synchronous now really might make sense. It does. You can use offset curve, for example, in order to move this curve just a little bit below. I'm just going to use show result, and you can see the dimension, of course, is updated and the relation is broken. Well, it's not fully defined because there is one dimension missing, but it's not a mistake. That's okay. Offset move curve. I haven't done any settings within here, just use it in order to, well, break relations. However, I'm just going to cancel this. Maybe you might consider now defining a different value here. As you remember, I've done this before. It's depending on the side you select here, but it doesn't have the effect as before because there is some degree of freedom in this direction, so always this direction is considered and relations is not broken. I recommend you to be thinking about synchronous modeling here. Offset move curve. And of course you will have to define a dimension afterwards. just like this. And here it is, fully defined and no more external references. Let's control this, persistent relation browser. Well, of course, those are still included and only persistent relations are shown here, but you obviously see there are no relations. So you can select this here and delete your external references. Sketch is still fully defined and of course only one relation, but I have to update, so I have to finish the sketch, and now I can see that there is just one relation towards the datum coordinate system. It's a new sketch solver, allows us to talk a lot about improvements, possible improvements, about do's and don'ts. However, just let me know in the comments below what you think about the new sketch solver after having installed some new major or minor updates, after having collected some experience. There's something I'd like to show you as well. Something that is, for example, not working in the older releases of the new sketch solver is the following. I'm just going to delete this dimension, and I'm going to create a dimension related to an external, in this case, external element. That's no problem. You can easily modify this distance value, but once this is 0, just guess what's happening. Once this value is 0 here, there is a relation detected. This one, collinear. It's going to be relaxed anyway if you modify the dimension here. I'm unable to select it, by the way. Here it is. You can see it's going to relax. But in older releases, just remember, this is the latest major, NX 2007. In older releases like 26 or something in between, this wouldn't have worked because the relation was still detected and even relaxed relations didn't help. Some kind of work has been done in order to fix these problems, because especially when you're working with expressions and sometimes you might have a distance value of 0 and there is a curve detected, no matter whether it's an external reference or an internal. And this somehow is an internal reference because there is an included datum plane. So it's an internal curve now. It's just an indirect relation towards an external element. This caused a problem in older major releases. Maybe you have experience already. Just let me know in the comments below. I'm interested. Maybe you have some specific questions about necessary workarounds. Maybe you are still using an older release and want me to try something in the latest version. Just let me know in the comments below. I'm always happy for some feedback in order to create new content orientated towards your interests. I hope you liked the video. Just show me by using the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to this channel. Some new content will follow in a few days. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.